created 40 days ago. Jesus. Welcome back to another drug dealing video. I don't know why you bothered coming back. No, don't exit the video. You're already here. So, second semester of college, the classes were definitely a little tougher. I took physics, another bio class, and chemistry, plus another useless class. I pretty much went all STEM last semester. It was just agonizing. It was pretty boring compared to my first semester, because during my first semester, it was pretty fun to meet people. College felt new, but when I entered my second semester of college, I kid you not, I had the same feeling I had during my junior year when I was just suffering from junioritis. It was just terrible. I just wanted to graduate almost immediately. These classes were actually pretty easy because, well, I took most of them in high school. Biology was a cakewalk, like always. Chemistry, well, they just made it more boring. The thing is, chemistry is supposed to be fun. I love the concepts in chemistry. Chemistry concepts in biology is what makes biology fun for me to learn. But taking chemistry sucks. It's like they stripped the fun away from chemistry and they decided to make it all math just because it's part of the STEM field. It's terrible. I love chemistry because of the concepts it has, like thermodynamics and equilibrium. But no, it just made you plug in numbers and equations. But the thing is, there's already a class for that. That's called physics. And physics actually makes solving stuff fun. Chemistry is just like doing it because it wants to look cool and feel like a math class, even though you're literally just plugging chugging most of the time and you're just rearranging equations. Chemistry is really easy, but it's probably only one of, if not the only college classes I ever took without watching a single lecture video. Are you guys impressed? I haven't watched a single lecture video from that class ever. That has to be an achievement, right? All I did was use my high school knowledge and show up for the exams. I barely attended the labs. I was expecting college to make chemistry fun by showing us how things work, concepts and stuff, but the class was just so boring. Even biology felt a little boring, to be honest. I loved my first semester of biology, but taking biology this semester was definitely not as fun. At least we didn't have to do math for the sake of being a STEM class. Now, physics, however, was my favorite. I liked physics. Again, I already took physics in high school, but again, this was a college physics class, and I have to be honest, it's not tough, but it can definitely be off-putting. What are there's cops in here. Now, I just did practice questions. Our physics professor did not lecture at all. He would just give us YouTube videos to watch and go on with his day. It was not fun for the class. Most of us probably failed most of the exams, but we thrived by simply doing the practice questions. That was our only form of learning physics. Hello there. Wait, how are you guys doing? Just two cops walking. Oh, I'm getting body searched. I mean, should I conceal that? Alright. On my way. Goodbye. Now, doing practice questions is pretty much the only thing you needed to do in physics. Well, I mean, that's just college in general. No matter how many lecture videos you watch, all you really have to do are practice questions. That's just how life works in general. That's how the MCAT works. That's how the AP exams work. That's how life works. So I mean, sure, there's no lectures to supplement you, no textbooks or nothing, but just doing a bunch of practice questions will help you pass, which is what I did this entire semester. I mean, I still watched the lectures in biology, but I kind of gave up like halfway through the semester because I just felt burnout. I didn't watch a single lecture at all. They were all just practice problems. How I studied for chemistry was they would give us a set of practice problems like the week before the exam, and she said it looked similar to the exam. So I didn't watch any of the lectures. I just had to like get stuff from my brain from high school, and then I'd show up for the exam and hope for the best. Alright, who's messaging me here? Tree Dark Buds? Absolutely late night. I haven't played Schedule 1 since May 3. It's May 21st now. Oh yeah, my birthday was May 10th. So I'm Unk now, I guess. Hello there. Are you gonna say happy birthday to me? He still doesn't have stock because I'm terrible at this game. I don't even remember what I'm doing. I haven't played this game in forever, so I don't even know if I still remember how to play Schedule 1, I have to be honest. All I know is you gotta deal drugs. I'm very bad at that. But I think that's a good thing, because, you know, the government doesn't have to put me in a watch list if they haven't already. They probably have. Just like a while back. Okay, let me actually plan what these guys want. What do these people want? So 3 Dark Buds, 6 Sour Diesels, 4 Aspen Queefs. Okay, I don't mind. Oh, 7 granddaddy purples. Who wants that? George, you fiend. No problem. This game's telling me to make a math station. Wants me to be a Walter White. I have watched Breaking Bad like 5 years ago during my freshman year of high school. It was pretty fun. I would just be watching Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul during my online classes. That was the life. Now I'm here making drugs. So what does this guy want? 7 granddaddy purples. I do have that. Thank God. 3 dark buds. How do you make dark bud again? Let me just look. I don't remember anything. 5 sour diesel. Give me a minute, please. So Tokyo Gruel, you get it from green crack. We have a lot of green crack actually, so that's actually good. And 6 sour diesels. Sure, I guess. What else? Sour diesels. Do I have any sour diesels? I don't think so. No. Oh, wait, no. I do have 2. Obviously, that's not enough. Oh my god. Well, at least they're asking for dark buds. If I remember, dark buds are expensive. So these guys are actually trying to get the good stuff. Thank God. So, can you... Please. Thank you. Anyways, I still have that bungalow that I bought. I still haven't put stuff in there because I'm so busy trying to get this drug empire afloat that I should probably take the next day to rest and stop selling. And actually, I could just give all my stuff to Benji because this guy has been on a vacation break for the last like God knows how long since this save file has started. I have no clue. Another 3 granddaddy purples. I don't mind. Ludwig, another fiend in the city. This city is just messed up, man. They all just want drugs. Like they could ask me for like water or food. No, they wake up and they immediately message me begging me for drugs. Like these guys are just insane. So we do need green crack. These guys, oh, more granddaddy purples. Okay, sure. 6 to be exact. So that's give me 5. Let me package that real quick. But yes, I have been doing other things other than, I don't know, playing Schedule 1, actually being pretty productive. What should we buy? Some speed grow? I mean, we kind of need a lot. Now, it'll be terrible in quality, but I don't think my customers really want quality. Who cares? They just want drugs. You know, it's better than nothing. More granddaddy purples for these people. They want sour diesels. I can't give them sour diesels. Again, I don't have sour diesel, so we can probably counter offer for some. I don't even know. I'll leave you in red, Dean. I'm such a terrible person. Chemistry class. Now, most of the time, the problems did not look like the questions in the exam. That's what our professor said. That it would look pretty similar. But I have to be pretty honest, it did not look similar at all. I had to accept that. And my professor was a Gen Z. She was pretty lazy. She was also trans. So, you know, I respect her for that because, you know, I'm pretty lazy myself. Extremely lazy to the point that I don't watch a single lecture. Her handwriting was terrible. So, you know, I'm even surprised I managed to pass that class. I mean, it's chemistry. It's easy, but whatever. So, you know, it's not organic chemistry yet, so it's not the bane of my existence. But it definitely didn't perform as well compared to my average class because, you know, my grades in that class were terrible. I have to be pretty honest. Again, I like math, but that class is just trying to make itself boring on purpose by making me do the easiest. Again, I like math, but I also like the concepts that make that math work. But if all the practice problems are just a bunch of math stuff, then that's boring. So I just did not really get interested in this class during the semester. Now in my next semester, I'm probably going to get pretty interested because they are going to start talking about thermodynamics and entropy, which is pretty enticing. Obviously more math, but at least cool math, whatever. All right, let's just start packaging these guys. Our dark buds are ready to be delivered to these fiends in this town. So the drop is ready. Where did he drop it? Taco ticklers. Okay, let me just not get arrested. I could also put this here, I don't mind. So where is taco ticklers? I have no clue. Again, I don't know this map at all. Taco ticklers. There. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. It's beside that. Oh, I was just trying not to get caught. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I am under arrest. Great. I haven't saved yet, so if I get arrested, I don't know, too bad. Let me just hide here. I haven't gotten arrested in this playlist yet, have I? Can I start talking about school while I hide from the cops? That would make this commentary pretty exciting. Are you guys entertained yet? Alright, that should be fine. Okay. Where... Oh, 3 more Granddaddy Purples? Jeez. You guys are absolute fiends. Alright, so let's go to Taco Ticklers without getting obliterated by the cops. Oh, actually, they're getting ready to pick up your stuff. Give me a minute, please. I haven't even prepped most of your things. Wait, so where is it? Here it is. Let me just grab that. Okay. Yeah, let's just plan these things. The police curfew is in effect until 5 in the morning. I don't know when the police curfew starts. 12 in the morning. And it ends like what, 4 in the morning, if I remember. So we only like 4 hours to plant these guys. Yeah, these guys are not growing at all. Well, at least we can try. I don't know. Green crack. Wait, we don't need green crack. No, that's not what we want right now. Sour diesels. Okay. We need sour diesels. Yes. Absolutely. We want to feed my customers their daily nutrients. Alright. Alright. I think I have all the drugs that these hooligans, fiends, require. Okay, let me just not get arrested. So this is not everything. Sour diesels, we do not have sour diesels. We are just dry on sour diesels. Those guys are not getting anything. Peggy, 6 Granddaddy Purples. Here you go. Just 2 of them. Mrs. Ming, I do not have that. I do have 3 Granddaddy Purples, yes, of course. Right there, Geraldine. 5 Dark Buds, yes, absolutely. That's a lot of Dark Buds. Alright, Ludwig, 3 Granddaddy Purples. Here you go. Is this behind the barber shop? Yes, it is. A speeder file. I don't even know what Peter File wants. I don't have any sour diesels. Too bad, Peter File. You're not getting anything. Okay. I don't know why they could see me from there, but yeah, this is unfair. Under arrest again. Okay. George. Yes. Wait, 7 Granddaddy Purples? I mean, maybe. Okay, thank you. So yeah, biology. Now, our professor for biology wanted to make this class a little special because she knew that this is general biology and it'd be best if her students were prepared for the exams like the MCAT. And, you know, a lot of critical thinking were required in these exams, so she wanted to make her exams feel similar to the MCAT and make us think rather than simply memorizing our notes. And that's how it worked for the first exam, which is why it sort of destroyed me. Well, it wasn't that bad, but it definitely involved a lot more thinking than just simply memorizing a bunch of words. Although I think she just gave up on the second exam and any exams after, because most of it just turned into a bunch of memorization problems. I mean, she still sort of tried, although it's just like, oh, what does this part to? But it's instead of like being in the study guide, she wouldn't make the exams too direct. She'd add like a little fluff to it to get us a little confused. You know, just to think 2 layers instead of 1. But again, biology is just mostly memorization. I didn't put the speed grow or whatever, because I knew these guys aren't gonna grow at all, and it's already 4 in the morning. Now, biology is, yes, again, most of the time it's just memorization. It does get pretty boring real quick, but again, that's what makes biology a little easier for me. And chemistry is just a class trying to pretend to be physics by making a bunch of math questions and add fluff on purpose to make itself look hard, even though in reality all you're doing is rearranging the equations and plug and chugging the numbers. Most of the time, my professor in chemistry would make the questions seem hard, and I can't really seem to understand a single question. But you just realize, oh, she's just asking to turn this compound into its empirical formula, and it's just so easy. But the questions are so unfathomably hard to understand. Like, am I even reading English? Probably not. The questions are just laid terribly on purpose in chemistry. Now for physics, it's completely understandable. It's physics. I took physics in high school, and I mean, it's supposed to be a little tough. Again, the tree science classes are not tough, but there's obviously, things that can show you off. And for physics, sure, the questions can be quite confusing, and some equations you do have to manipulate a lot more than you're supposed to, but that's physics. You're expected to do that. The free body diagrams at first can be daunting for physics, but you'll love them because it helps you visualize a problem and all that. There were a bunch of parts in that class that I really loved, and looking back at it now, physics was probably the class that I sunk the most time into. It's a class I actually studied for. I mean, I wouldn't say studied a lot for, but I definitely still say studied more than my average, which is like non-existent. So trust me, that's impressive. And it's because I like physics. Physics is actually pretty interesting. It's a cool field in science. And if I wasn't pursuing the medical field, I would definitely do something that involves physics. Or maybe I just watched Oppenheimer too many times. I don't know. But yeah, physics was cool. Now let's talk about grades. Oh. Now, I had all A's the week before the final for all of my classes. I was going to get a 4.0 this semester. When I was editing my Schedule 1 video, I had a 4.0. Well, excluding last semester because I had a 3.9 because of that, drama and whatever. But I had all A's the week before the finals, and I was ready to bag a 4.0. But finals. Oh, finals. Finals, might have destroyed my butt. So I was there, I was getting ready for finals. Psych. No, hell no, I wasn't getting ready for finals. That's probably why I got wrecked by finals. I wasn't getting ready at all. I was just tired. I didn't really want to study for any final. I didn't want to study for my chemistry final. I didn't want to study for my physics final, and I didn't study for my bio final either. So when I finally took my final for 3 of my science classes without studying, I felt pretty confident. I was like, yep, I could do this. This is pretty easy. When I went there, oh my God, it was a bloodbath. I mean, chemistry was pretty easy because there was nothing new. The final for my chemistry class was just a culmination of everything we've done in prior exams, and I felt like I didn't do so bad, and I did pretty decently for a chemistry final. Now for physics, I went from an A to a B after that final because those equations definitely threw me off. For biology, I managed to be resilient and I kept an A, but chemistry, despite doing decently in the final, it's not the final itself that destroyed me in chemistry, it's the fact that my lab reports sucked and she hasn't graded them by that time. We would submit lab reports for chemistry class, but there were no immediate grades to maybe, criticize how we did in those lab reports. How they were supposed to be orchestrated. The criteria was terrible. Again, when I first enrolled for the chemistry class, I looked at the syllabus and it was just like, I kid you not, a maximum of 100 words. Compared to like every other class, it would have like a full-on terms and services looking syllabus, like 200 pages or whatever. And chemistry would just have this one page of syllabus saying, I don't know, do your homework or something. It's just the most Gen Z style ever. And again, this chemistry teacher is a gamer and she's lazy. I could greatly relate to it as an individual, but I didn't really know how to do the lab reports, and I would barely attend lab because I was pretty occupied with other things. When I submitted my lab reports, they weren't graded immediately. Now, after that final, when my lab reports and everything was getting graded, they had terrible grades, and I mean just abysmal. I could have still probably kept an A or even a B after that final, but those lab reports were so bad that I went from a 94% to a C. It was terrible. I was just, I don't know, struck emotionally. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, I don't really care, but it's chemistry. I could repeat it. Who cares, But it just sucks seeing a C in my grade book. Like, yeah, I ended off my second semester with a C in chemistry. Is that a little funny? C for chemistry? Haha. But yeah, and of course, under class, that isn't science, but it's a pretty easy class. It's like a debate class. You just kind of think about stuff and argue with people. I didn't really care about it, to be honest. It's just a class that takes time. It's a time sink. Now, I did go part-time midway through the semester because I was definitely feeling a huge amount of burnout, especially from this amount of classes I was still taking. It was 18 credits, but now it was 3 science classes and another, I don't know, critical thinking class. Well, it's not really a critical thinking class. It's just a lot of critical thinking involved. But I'd say it was a pretty easy class. But again, my workload was definitely a lot this semester, so I had to go part-time halfway through. And somehow I was still not able to bag that 4.0 this semester, which sucks, Again, I almost had a 4.0, but somehow physics and chemistry just decided to destroy me. This semester definitely had a lot of things happen, though. Not as fun as my first semester, but things that I can't really say because I get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized yet, or will ever. It's just TMI. So yeah, it's finally summer. You may have noticed I've been streaming more often, so that's fun. Hello, this is just a quick update. It's currently June 19. I recorded this video May 21st. Yeah, that bad. Almost a month. I know, and I promised that I'd make more videos. But look, you have to understand. I have summer classes. It's terrible, and it's not fun. Well, I mean, whatever. I'll talk about it in the next video or whatever. My plan next video is to talk about high school. I actually cut out this video to kind of make a segment, like a segue, talking about high school, but that didn't really work out. But I'll keep it for the next video, like a sneak peek or whatever. But yeah, I haven't uploaded a video or streamed at all this June because I've been busy. I have every reason why, because again, school. You can't blame me. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.